Yo, listen up, Rue is stepping up the game, where fantasy Premier League runs in his veins. From transfers to captains, he's always on top, guiding you through every game week non-stop. They say Rue got that Salah flow. Welcome to the channel, enjoy the show. Wild cards, free hits with so much vibe. If you're hunting for success, then make sure you subscribe.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? FPL Rue here. Welcome back to another deadline stream. Make sure you leave your comments in, your questions in ahead of the game week deadline, game week 26. So a big game week. It is a blank game week. Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea and Luton are blanking. So some big players missing from our teams, and maybe a few of you are not going to be able to get out 11 players. So I'll be answering all questions in the comment section. So either jump on YouTube or on Twitch as well. Leave a comment on there. First time streaming on Twitch. So let me know if you have come from there. First of all, I just wanted to get started with, if you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well, because I will be doing content, 3 videos, 4 videos every single week. FPL, help you climb the ranks and win your mini leagues. First of all, I wanted to get started on game week 25. Was actually a really good game week. I've got my wrong score in there. I actually did a bit of bad maths, I'd say. So it's meant to say 93, but I've got 73 in there. So a pretty good week for me. David Raya, I guess, was a bit of a disappointment, because I actually did go for Raya instead of someone like Gabriel or Saliba, and they've just been scoring goals for fun recently. So I have been a bit burnt with that one, but I'm happy that I've got a goalkeeper that I can kind of trust, and he just collects the points near enough every game week. Arsenal defensively have looked so good recently. So really happy with Raya's 6 points. Defense was pretty shocking. 1 point is all over. Probably should have ended up taking a hit or actually using a free transfer and going for someone like Van Dijk. But I decided I felt like that. I think the 2 transfers were going to be better this week, because I knew that I probably didn't want Liverpool long term. I probably didn't want any other Luton players more long term. So for me, it was a bit of a tough one. I just thought Moreno or Estupiñán would actually get some returns. I thought Moreno, especially his fixture, Fulham away, I thought he potentially could get a clean sheet in that one, could get an attacking return. And he did have a goal disallowed as well. He's had a few since I owned him, which is a bit annoying. And the only time he did score, he was on my bench. So a bit annoying there. Estupiñán, he's got to go. He only played 9 minutes. I've heard that De Zerbi invited him round for spaghetti or something like that. So who knows? Maybe he does start. But I'm not too sure. So he stays in there for now, because I've got bigger fish to fry. But yeah, disappointing game week from all the defenders, to be honest. Midfield, though, kind of stepped it up ish. I guess Saka was carrying them. Another big performance from Saka. 15 points in the last 2 games now. I know a few people that sold him, which has been really unlucky, because it was, I guess, not as obvious that he was going to haul. I mean, he's done pretty well the last 4 game weeks now, whereas before that he blanked for about 4 game weeks in a row. So Saka got the points mainly for me. Disappointing him with Jota. Was my only Liverpool double game week, which kind of worked out okay in the end, because Darwin went off injured. Then Jota was injured. Trent obviously was injured, who's on my bench. But yeah, kind of worked out okay. But I would have liked Jota to obviously play a few more minutes than he did. Foden was disappointing. 2 home games for City to only score that amount of goals was not great. 2 goals in 2 home games. You expect them to score at least 2 or 3 in each game, but just one of them things, I guess, for City that they did kind of grind out that Brentford result. They weren't better than they were against Chelsea, to be honest, and a little bit worrying for people that are, I guess, not wanting Arsenal or Liverpool to win the league. So it's a little bit disappointing there, but yeah, Foden's done well for me over the past few game weeks, so I can't complain too much. Garnacho with an assist, probably shouldn't have more, to be honest. Garnacho is a little bit, I can't really complain because of his price, but he is starting to frustrate me a bit, but he has been delivering. So yeah, I can't be too harsh on him, but I just feel like there's so much more from him to to be given in terms of points and goals and assists. So yeah, but not bad for his price. Strike Force absolutely smashed it. To be honest, in my head I wasn't going to bring in Darwin. And then as the deadline, Game Week 25 deadline came over, everyone's talking about Darwin, getting in double game week midfielders, doing this, doing that. And then I'm just trying to stay strong now. Like I'm trying to go by my kind of planned transfers, just doing moves that I kind of thought about not before this game week. So not being reactionary to Twitter, not being reactionary to different kind of people that are speaking about bringing in these double game week players. And I did hold my ground, and yeah, thankful for doing that, because Watkins smashed it, 13 points. Solanke smashed it as well. So with a good score. And then Haaland, disappointing in the end as an overall 10 points, but at the same time, grateful we did get that goal against Brentford, because without that goal, it would have been a very, very sticky one still, as people like to say. So yeah, for me, a really, really good game week. That score is incorrect. It is 93 points. I am up to about 278k now. I'm really, really happy with that. I think I can get top 100k, especially with the bench boost and my strategies going forward. But we'll move on to my game week 26 team. But first of all, we will talk about transfers and see how they am I thinking behind them. Because obviously I've now got 2 free transfers. I've got no money in the bank though, so that's a bit of a tough one. But for now, yeah, 2 free transfers. I've only got Jota, Trent, Palmer, and Darty that are blanking. So no Spurs, no Chelsea. So 4 players that are blanking. So with 2 free transfers, I should be able to comfortably get out an 11 on potentially 12. But we'll move on to that now. So my transfers for this game week, I'm thinking of doing, I've done, it's been locked in, but Jota to Douglas Luiz, and then Trent to Gabriel. So for this one, I kind of didn't really want to go all in on not playing the free hit in game week 29, even though I am going all in. I'm not playing it. I know I'm not playing it, but I just wanted to, just in case Chelsea got knocked out of the FA Cup, I just wanted to have that Arsenal player in there. I know they've got good fixtures even leading up to that blank, so it kind of just like relaxes me for defense, and I don't need to stress about the defense, and I can kind of concentrate on getting in these big players that are actually going to get me points ahead of the blank game week in 29. So that was my thinking behind it, is if I have a secure defender that I don't need to stress about going into game week 29, and okay, if he plays, great. If he doesn't play, it's absolutely fine. But I can now concentrate all my transfers going on midfielders and on forwards. Also, another thing that why I brought in Gabriel is basically Raya plays Brentford in game week 28. And obviously he's on loan actually from Brentford, so he's not allowed to play in that game. So I really didn't want to go into game week 28 with no Arsenal defender, considering they are the best defence in the league. So that was another reason why I did bring in Gabriel, because I wanted some Arsenal cover in that game week. So yeah, that's my Gabriel transfer explained. There was a small part of my head that was saying just go for Reguilon. Not bad fixture, West Ham this game week, plays in 29, a good fixture against Burnley. But for me, I just wanted to get a secure player that I could just not have to worry about. Sometimes it's a bit of kind of a stress-free method of playing. So yeah, that's why I went for Gabriel. Douglas Luiz is, to be honest, I don't know why I've gone with Douglas Luiz. I'm joking. But I don't think I'm going to play my free hit in game week 29, because I've got so many players already playing in that game week that I can kind of get to an 11 without really stressing about it, with maybe taking a -4, -8, where I know a lot of people are struggling to get them sort of players out for the game at 29. Also, I've already owned 2 Bournemouth players and a Luton player, so that's kind of me set for game week 28. I don't think I'll be making any more transfers. Maybe if Luton end up having a game in game week 29, then potentially I could do that. But I think I'm pretty set in terms of that double game week in game week 28 for Luton and for Bournemouth. So with this transfer, I could have gone for Bowen, I could have gone for Kudus, but West Ham are just very, very stinky at the moment, and I don't think their fixtures are that good until game week 28. 28, they've got Burnley, and then obviously they've got a fixture in 29. So for me, it just wasn't feeling right going for a West Ham player. Paquetá's not fully back yet. I think he's in training, and they're hopeful he can get back soon. But yeah, West Ham have been so stinky, to be honest, and I just can't see, famous last words, but I just couldn't see where their goals and their creativity was coming from. Antonio's going to go up front, which I think he has a time and a place of when to play him. Maybe against the bigger sides, he can rough him up a bit. But for me, yeah, I just think that with someone like Antonio up front, it just doesn't scream, I want to bring in a player from that team. So for that reason, I just don't think I'm going to go for a West Ham midfielder. So that's why I've gone for Douglas Luiz. He's on pens. Villa got 2 good fixtures now: Forest at home, Luton away. Then they're playing game week 29 as well. So for me, albeit he's not very attacking, or he's not the prettiest name in the game in terms of attacking talent, but he's on pens, and for me, I'm just hopeful that that he can deliver for me when I need him the most. Cool. So before we get on to my team reveal for game week 26, we'll go through a few chats here. So God save John Amdy saying hi. Hello, mate. How's it going? Let me know what your transfers are. Peter saying good evening. -4 Gusto to Pau Torres or Senesi. I've already bought in Mo Salah. I would go for Pau Torres, I think, because he's got a good couple fixtures now coming up. He's got a fixture in game week 29 as well. So I think you're going to want an Aston Villa defender long term. So I'd probably go for Pau Torres. I do own Senesi, and I think he's great for game week 28, but I can't really see me playing him up until then. Maybe next game week in game week 27, but for me, I'd probably go for Pau Torres. Putra Kelang. So who is the best captain option? So we'll go through that in my team selection. I'll let you know who I've gone for. So hold that thought on that one. And S9H is saying free hit ? No, not for me this game week. No need for me to free hit. I've only got 4 players out, and I've got 2 free transfers. So for me, yeah, I'll be easily get 11 players out. So no need for me to play my free hit. Let me know if you're playing yours though, because that would be good to know. We also got Jamie here. Afternoon, Jamie. I'm considering triple captain in Havertz. False. Yeah, not for me, to be honest, mate. Even though it's not the worst fixture for Arsenal. So Newcastle at home. Newcastle have been conceding a lot of goals recently. And as we both know, Arsenal have been scoring quite a few goals recently, obviously, apart from in Portugal, where they failed to have a shot on target. But for me, yeah, even though Arsenal have been scoring a lot, I'm not too sure Kai Havertz is worth the triple captain. Potentially captain if you did want to go for someone that's a bit out there. But I think I prefer Trossard if you did want to go for an Arsenal asset. He's been playing a number 9 role. I think he looks much better playing that role rather than Jesus. So I don't really trust Jesus as a clinical finisher, whereas Trossard, I think he can be clinical. But for me, yeah, definitely save your triple captain for a double game week, potentially even Solanke in game week 28. And yeah, I really do appreciate your super chat. Very generous. Cheers, Jamie. Cool. We'll move on to, I've got a few other comments in here, but we'll move on to the next part where I show you my team for this game week. I'll see if I've got any comments on Instagram, because I'm going live on Instagram as well. Cool. Cool. So this is my team, how it's going to look for game week 26. So like I said, I've got 2 free transfers. I've got basically I had 0 in the bank before making these transfers, but now I've made these transfers. I've got 5.9 million in the bank. So Raya in goal, Newcastle at home. I'm not hopeful of a clean sheet, but I know how good Arsenal have been defensively this season, so that's why I've decided to go for the double up. I've gone Gabriel in there. Obviously, I forgot to put his photo in there, but he's got his name, so there's no worries about that one. So Gabriel and Raya double up on defence. To be honest, I think Newcastle can score against Arsenal, but having one of the best defences in the league, I just don't feel like I can really shy away from that and ignore the facts really that they are very, very good defensively. So yeah, pretty happy with Raya in there. Moreno Forest at home, excited about this one. I think he is very, very attacking. I know a lot of people have spoken about his minutes being a bit dodgy. I know Luca Digne's coming back from injury, etc., etc. So for me, yes, I guess his minutes could be a bit tricky, but I think the way he's playing at the moment, he's so attacking on that left. He should have got another couple of goals this season, to be honest. So I'm more than happy to play Moreno in this game week, to be honest. And Forest at home, I think Forest do leak a few goals. They've started to do a bit better recently, but they're still leaking a few goals. So that's why I do really like having Moreno in there. In terms of his kind of expected goal involvements over the season, he's been expected to I guess be involved in the goal a quarter of the time, so 0.25. So a quarter of the games he plays, he's going to get a return for you, which is basically what that kind of says. And I think Villa, they kind of go through phases, I think, of being sound defensively. But I think at home, the Sheffield to Nottingham Forest, I think this is a high chance of a clean sheet for them. Estupiñán Everton at home is a bit of a play and hope. Like I said, De Zerbi, allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard this on Twitter, which is probably means it's not true. But De Zerbi invited him round for a spag bowl, for a bit of spaghetti. And surely if you're inviting someone around your gaff for a spaghetti, it means you're going to play him in the next game week. I'd hope so. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Would you invite someone around your house that you don't like and you wouldn't pick in your team if you were a football manager? Yeah, let me know. So yeah, Estupiñán's in there. If he doesn't play, I've got Senesi on the bench though. Man City at home is not ideal, but to be honest, I'm struggling this game week, and I think I've done well just to have. I've got 13 players, but obviously Areola doesn't matter because I've got Raya. But Senesi with Man City at home on the bench, ready to come on if Estupiñán doesn't play. But I think I've just got to risk Estupiñán playing because of how good that fixture is, and because Senesi has Manchester City. Midfield, again, like I said, Saka's on fire at the minute. I know Arsenal didn't have a shot on target against Porto, but I think in the league they do look very, very good. Saka, 15 points back to back. He scored 6 goals in the last 4 games, which is incredible. Obviously, Arsenal are smashing teams at the minute in the Premier League. 5 against Burnley, 6 against West Ham, 3 against Liverpool, and then they've got 2 against Forest and 5 against Crystal Palace. So scoring goals for fun. And I think Newcastle are one of the worst defensive teams in the league. I think they're, in terms of expected goals, I think they're up there with the worst. So I do fancy Arsenal to score a few in this game week. Garnacho comes in with Fulham at home. A really, really, really tasty fixture for him because I think it's at home. I think Fulham concede goals, but the only thing is Højlund is now out for 2 to 3 weeks, and I think that kind of affects that Man United front three. I think the fact that that Højlund's out there, they're missing that focal point. Maybe Rashford has to go in the middle. I don't even know if Martial's still even at the club, but maybe someone like that has to go in the middle. I think it just messes up the whole flow for that front three. So I'm a bit worried that Garnacho is not going to do as well without Højlund in the team. But with Fulham at home and in this game week, there's just no way I'm not going to play him. He's done, to be honest, he's done pretty well whenever he started this season. So he started 17 games. He's got 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 returns. So he kind of returns every other game. His expected goal involvements is 0.42 per 90 minutes, which again is really good. Which it kind of says what I'm saying is returns every other game. So for me, yeah, Garnacho's definitely a starter in this team. Phil Foden, Bournemouth away. To be honest, I don't think it's a tough one, because I'd probably say I don't think Foden's going to start, but I think De Bruyne, now that he, I guess, isn't fully fit, Pep's come out and said that he's probably not going to play. There's been reports that he hasn't been seen coming off the team bus. So, yeah, for me, I think Foden is going to start now that De Bruyne is a bit iffy. But anyway, Foden's in the team. Douglas Luiz, like I said, my transfer in this week is probably a bit boring and probably not the best when you look at the expected this, expected that. But he's still got 0.41 per 90 expected goal involvements, but that's obviously heavily down to penalties. The penalties just shoots that right up, because I don't know what the expected goals is on a penalty, but it should be pretty high. 7 goals, 4 assists this season, which is pretty good for a defensive midfielder. I'm just kind of relying on pens, to be honest, but he takes set pieces as well. So with Pau Torres back in the team now, I'm thinking Villa can score a few more set pieces. And yeah, to me, for him, he's just, I could have gone for Leon Bailey. I was close to going for Leon Bailey, but I just wasn't trusting of his minutes. I think he gets taken off early. He doesn't play every single game. Whereas Douglas Luiz, I know he's going to play. I know he's going to take set pieces. I know he's going to take pens. So for me, Douglas Luiz is in there without a question of a doubt. Up front, Watkins, Forest at home. Like I said, Watkins, honestly, has been so good this season. Like, I didn't really think he had him in it. He had it in him. I think that he was maybe more of a wide player than a forward. But what Unai Emery's turned him into is a machine. 13 goals, 14 assists, 25 games. Ridiculous. That's 27 returns in 25 games, and he's not on penalties. Imagine if he was on penalties. Douglas Luiz has scored 7, probably 4 of them were pens. He could have been on 17 goals, which is, honestly, like, Watkins has had such a good season. And to be honest, I was a little bit of a doubter of him. As I've just mentioned, I thought he was more of a wide player. Even this season, I just felt like people were overhyping him when he scored most of his goals in one game. Like, he scored 3 against Brighton and then 2 assists against Brighton as well. So that was 5 returns in one game. So I thought, okay, that does look a bit dodgy. But to be honest, he's just proved me wrong, and he's been smashing in the goals, smashing in the assists. And I fancy him to get at least a goal and an assist in this game against Forest. And yeah, the vice captain is on him if obviously Haaland doesn't play. Haaland, Bournemouth away. I'm just not brave enough to go for someone else's captain. Someone asked me a bit earlier, who's the best captain option? I've gone for Haaland. I have gone for Haaland, and I do think it is Haaland, but I would say Watkins is very, very close. I think Watkins, with that fixture at home to Nottingham Forest, I think it is very, very close. So I don't hate Watkins at all, but I think it's out of Haaland or Watkins. Some people said Saka, which I do get. Newcastle are, again, like I said, one of the highest in terms of expected goals conceded. But I think maybe Arsenal after Europe, could they be a bit leggy? Yeah, I don't think it's worth the risk. So for that reason, I think Ollie Watkins or Haaland are the best captain options. Solanke has got a good fixture, Man City at home. Done well last game week as well, with a 12-pointer. I'm not expecting too much from him, but to be honest, he's done well against the big teams. Newcastle away last game week, which is a tough game, got a goal and an assist. Even games against Man United, he got a goal. But so he can do it in the tougher games. Liverpool away, he got an assist. But I'm not hopeful. I think an assist I'm more than happy with from Solanke this game week is for the future game weeks that I do need him for. So that's it. Yeah, for my team. Keep leaving your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what your chances are going to be for this game week, and I'll just have a little chat and answer a few questions. I'll leave my team up for now, so people that are still coming in get to see what my team's saying and what it looks like. If you are just tuned in, please make sure you do subscribe and like the video as well. I'm not too sure what we're on on likes. Have a quick check, but yeah, leave your questions in. So I'll just get it up now, what we're looking at for in terms of likes, because I do want to try and hit 50 likes. It's going to be a tough ask, don't get me wrong, but I think it's doable with people dropping in and out. So we're on 7. Okay, not too bad, but I think we can get it to 10 at least. So I'll read out a few comments now. So we got one here from. So we got one here from A Million Journey to Top 100K. So how do you do a super chat? So I think there's just a little money icon next to the chat. So if you click that, you should be able to pick what amount you want or whatever. And yeah, definitely check out A Million Journey to Top 100K. A good channel, basically trying to get to a top 100K. So the question is, who should I start between Reguilon and Moreno? I'd start Moreno. I think it's a much better fixture than Reguilon. West Ham. To be honest, West Ham have been so bad, but I think Moreno is more attacking. I think Villa are a better team. I think it's a better fixture. So for me, I'd start for Moreno, definitely. Cool. Next question. So we got Bowen or Bailey. It depends if you're playing your. I'm guessing you're not playing your free hit in game at 29. So for me, I'd probably go for Bowen just for the minutes. I actually don't mind Bailey, and I think the fixtures are better for Aston Villa over the next 2. So I don't mind it at all. But I'm not too sure he's going to play 90 minutes long term. I think he will start most games and probably all the games. I just don't like the fact that he's coming off on the 60th minute, on the 58th minute, on the 70th minute. Like, I need him to be on that pitch as long as possible. And for me, I think that I'd go for Bowen just for that safety. Jamie here, hit the dollar symbol next to the emoji icon. Yeah, nice one, mate. So we got Paul Kit. Hey Roo, my friend, how's things? Yeah, good, mate. Just chilling. About 10:30 at night here, so probably go to bed as soon as it hits the deadline. But yeah, doing good. Just boiling. So if you see water dripping down my face, it's just sweat because it's boiling. It's so humid at the moment, and the hat doesn't help. But my hairs are looking a bit of a mess at the moment, so I've got the hat on. Any team news, any leaks? Not at the minute. Maybe a bit closer to the deadline, we potentially could have something pop up. But to be honest, I've just seen a few fake leaks going around Twitter recently that I'm just not really trusting that many people. There are a few people I do trust, and if they do pop up with anything, I'll definitely share it. But it probably won't be until closer to the deadline. But I'll let you know once I know. So Paul Kit's saying that's bold. So I think Jamie was asking about triple captain for Kai Havertz. I know Jamie is a massive Kai Havertz fan. So I completely understand why he wants to do that. And I think he's one of Havertz's biggest fans. I know he's got a Havertz shirt with Havertz on the back and a framed picture of him. But that is a big move. I'll probably save it for Solanke in 28. Or if you did want to captain an Arsenal midfielder, I'd probably go for Trossard because he is playing number 9 at the minute. Cool. FPL Matt Day, shout out, mate. How's it going? Everyone check out Matt's channel. Really great content channel. Loads of good shorts as well. So yeah, definitely check out Matt's channel. So need Garnacho and Foden Halls. Yeah, mate, definitely. I think Foden starts as well. I was a bit worried last game week where he did end up playing in that game against Brentford. I thought, maybe he doesn't start on the weekend against Bournemouth. But I think now that it looks like De Bruyne is all but confirmed out. So for me, I think Foden does start, and I think Foden Foden should do well in this game week. We've got Football Ferreira in the building. Big up, mate. Go check out his channel. Really good football content. Massive Barcelona fan as well. So if you want to see what's going on with Xavi and all things Barcelona and all things football, to be honest, loads of good content, loads of live streaming. So definitely check out Football Ferreira. Nice one, mate. Yeah, so if everyone likes the stream, be very helpful. Let's see what we're up to at the minute. 'Cause I wanted to try and get to about 50, but might be a bit of a struggle. But let's get it to at least 10 and then go from there. I've just refreshed it to see what it's saying. Keep leaving your comments in though. Make sure I get them in before the deadline. We've got Christian in the building. Hello, mate. How's it going? What transfers are you making for this game week? Let me know. Football Ferreira saying 8 likes. Nice one. Nice one. Let's try and get to 10. That'll be great. If you are watching on Twitch or X or Instagram, and you can leave a comment in, and I'll answer it on here, and hopefully it kind of goes over all the channels. Hopefully. Cool. Christian's got a question here. I accidentally put Solanke in for Højlund, so I switched back. Oh, you're joking. Oh. Oh, mate. God, that is horrible. God. So I'm going to read out this comment from Christian. So I accidentally put Solanke in for Højlund. So I switched back from -12 and then he was flagged. So I changed back. I feel so. Oh, mate, that is horrific. You know what? At least you've got Solanke in now as the player you wanted. Yeah, that's the only positive, and hopefully Solanke smashes it for you. Obviously, he's got double in 28. He's got Burnley in 27, so there is chances for him to do it. It's just a bit horrible that you've had to go back and forth with him, but you've got the right player in at the minute. So yeah, I guess that's the positive of that. We've got another super chat here from Jamie Fleming. Big up, appreciate that one. So cheers, Roo. You've helped me out. You've talked me out of Havertz madness, and I've gone head over heart. Appreciate the channel. Let's support, guys. Nice one, mate. Appreciate that. But obviously, like if you feel it, go for it. But yeah, I think there's better players to go for in terms of triple captain, captain potentially. But yeah, not for me, mate. But hopefully you've still got Havertz in your team, and he still does well for you. Yeah, I appreciate the super chat, mate. Cool. Football Ferreira got a question in. Off topic, do you go live via StreamYard? No, basically I've tried to do that, but it doesn't really connect properly. So I've just done it live from my phone. So I got my phone here. I don't know if this is going to work, but so my phone's streaming on Instagram, and then I've got it on here. But you can do it on StreamYard as well. You just got to link your account and you put in like a stream key, and then it basically all links up. But I haven't done it for this because don't know, for some reason it doesn't work properly for me. But yeah, there is definitely a way to do it because it has worked for me in the past. Cool. So 9 likes now. Wicked. Thanks, everyone. If you have just locked in, keep liking it. Helps me out a lot. We've got Christian in with a super chat. Cheers, mate. #life. You know what? Like, you just got to think of the positives. Like, you wanted Solanke. Yes, the journey to get to Solanke hasn't been the easiest for you. But when Solanke scores, it's going to be good. It's going to feel good. it's going to do you good. So for me, you just got to think of it like that. Think about it. It's not the I guess you got to the right place. It doesn't matter how you got there, as long as I guess you got there in the end. Do you know what I mean? Hope that helps because that is rough. FPL Matt Day, love this channel. Nice one, mate. Love yours too. Really enjoying the shorts at the minute as well. Just the nice snippets of content. So yeah, appreciate that, mate. We'll definitely do a collab soon, as it's been too long. I feel like if you get us, me and FPL Matt Day on the stream, we'll just talk for hours and hours and hours. So we have to do one where there's a bit of time before the deadline, or the deadline's not too late, I guess. Cool. We've got a few other comments in. We'll keep getting them in. Football Ferreira's, Matt, wake up, brother. Where have you been? Mate, it's bedtime here, especially for Matt. Matt's an hour ahead. It's bedtime for us soon. Yeah, Matt's just finished streaming, so a really good stream. Enjoyed that one. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Football Ferreira, nice one. Yeah, go check out that Football Ferreira, and everyone else, go check out Matt's channel. Subscribe to the channel. So Christian's saying, I actually feel better now. No worries, no worries. No, that is rough. Honestly, that is rough. I think I've done that once before, but I'm very cautious with my transfers, to be honest. And you can tell from my team value. My team value is not as good as everyone else's, because I like to wait and see if there's any injury news and this and that. So I do sometimes even miss out on transfers. But I've done that once before, and then it's just scarred me. So I'm like, nah. I will make you feel a bit better though. So last year, I had Harry Kane in my team, flying. He was scoring like a goal every game, like not doing anything mad, not scoring a hat trick, just scoring a goal every game, which was like enough. Do you know what I mean? It's enough. And then Mitrovic had a double game week, and everyone wanted to captain Mitrovic because he had a double game week, and Fulham were flying at that time. Mitrovic was flying, Fulham were flying. So I was like, okay, cool. How am I going to do this? So I took out Harry Kane. Bear in mind, I'm wearing this T-shirt. I'm a Tottenham fan. I took out Harry Kane for Mitrovic. Spurs were doing terrible. Conte was under pressure. I think we lost 3 games in a row leading up to that. We had Crystal Palace away, and Vieira was kind of getting a bit of a tune out of Palace at the time, and this and that. So anyway, I took out Kane, brought in Mitrovic. Mitrovic was 1 yellow card away from suspension. Gets a yellow card. I think might have actually got sent off. I can't remember. But anyway, gets booked, so he misses the second game. Harry Kane scores 3 goals, maybe even 4 goals. I can't remember. So literally next game week, Mitrovic, Harry Kane, don't even care. Missed out on about 20 points, but yeah. Sometimes you have these decisions, which is a bit baffling, but yeah, we move on. Peter saying Watkins is my captain for this game week. Yeah, I don't hate it, mate. I got my vice on him, so I don't hate it at all. So yeah, good luck. I hope he does well because I got him in my team as well. Keep leaving your questions in. Keep liking the video. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments in. I'm going to try and stay until the deadline if we get enough comments and we get enough people. Let me know what transfers you're making as well. And yeah, we'll keep going. I'll have a quick check on Instagram if we've got any comments. So no FPL on Instagram saying hello. Hello, mate. But yeah, but let me know where you're all watching from as well. I like to see how global this is. Cool. Let me know what transfers you're making, who's your captain, any questions. Doesn't have to be about the game week, about the upcoming game weeks. Yes, Matt. What are you saying, mate? 100%. We'll have to collab again, mate. It's been too long. I know, mate. I know. I feel like we always do it after an international break for some reason, and it's always Spurs on the early kickoff. I've noticed that the last 2 times we've done it, it's been Spurs early kickoff and then after an international break. I think once was before Luton at home, and then once was who did we lose to? We lost an early kickoff recently. I can't remember, but no, yeah, we definitely have to do it again. But I feel like we can just talk for hours and hours and hours, which I guess is good. But when it's coming up to the deadline or it's bedtime, especially for us, then yeah, it is a tough one. Yeah, nice one, mate. I'm looking at Louis' pick. Thanks. It was a tough one because I had Kudus and I had Bowen in my head for ages and ages and ages, but for me, I just don't trust West Ham at the minute, and I think Aston Villa's fixtures are better over the next 2. So I think I'd rather just take the risk on a Aston Villa midfielder, and then it was Bailey or Louise, and I thought Bailey comes off 60th minute, 70th minute. Maybe doesn't play some game weeks. Europe's starting up soon for Villa. Yeah, I just didn't want to take that risk, especially as I need him for blank game week 29. And to be honest, I can't see that many cup upsets. I think the Forest v Luton game is going to go ahead, but I can't see that many more, to be honest. Maybe Leeds could beat Chelsea, but Chelsea have been looking a bit better recently. So yeah, I just had to go a bit safe, and I've got room to bring in some players if there is some cup upsets. Foden can go out because I think City are going through no matter what. Garnacho could have a game potentially. Saka could have a game potentially, but Foden can come out. Haaland can come out. So I have a bit of flexibility, but Palmer, maybe if Palmer doesn't play, can come out. So yeah, there are a few options, but yeah, Louise was a bit safe, but I had to go for him really. Thoughts on Estupiñán starting FPL Matt Day? To be honest, I just have to start him really because I've got Senesi on the bench with City at home. I just can't see him keeping a clean sheet or really getting an attack in return from where he plays in defence. Whereas Estupiñán, I think if he plays, it's a better fixture. He's more attacking. So I think I just got to take that risk. I can't see Senesi getting more than 2 points. Whereas Estupiñán, if he comes off the bench, he gets 1. If he plays, he could get 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever. So, and I do actually think he's going to start. I don't think Lamptey can start that many games in a row. So for that reason, I do think he's going to start. And I've also seen on Twitter that De Zerbi invited him round for spaghetti or something. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard on Twitter. And yeah, who knows if that's true, but I just hope he plays. Peter saying, so Western Sydney Wanderers defeating Adelaide 2-1 tonight. Also Sydney Derby next week. Fingers crossed my Peter's beloved Liverpool beat Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, I hope you beat Chelsea as well, to be honest. Sydney Derby is going to be a big one. I went when I was living in Sydney. I think like I'm maybe a couple of months after I arrived in Australia. My partner got me tickets for that game, Sydney Derby. I think is that what's the stadium called? The one in Parramatta, the stadium in Parramatta. Is it not Combank? It's something to do with a bank, I think. Anyway, the one in Parramatta, Derby, Sydney FC were the favourites. Like everyone's like, yeah, Western Sydney not that great, or but I knew I just asked what team's the rougher team. And everyone was like, yeah, Western Sydney fans are like European fans. So, yeah, I was like, yes, sweet. Sat in the Western Sydney and what a game. Yeah, wicked game. good atmosphere. They won 1-0. Yeah, so ever since then I've been following Western Sydney. So that's why Peter saying yeah to that Western Sydney are beating Adelaide, and they're playing in the Sydney Derby next week. So hopefully they win that one, and hopefully Liverpool beat Chelsea to this. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I don't know if that's true though, Matt, so don't hold me to that. Saying here, don't want Poch winning the cup. No way, that would hurt, to be honest. That would hurt. I think that would Harry Kane, I don't really care. Like, I'll be probably happy for him, but to see Poch win a cup with Chelsea, one of my biggest rivals, that would hurt. Lewis in the building. What, Rue? Lewis here. I'll be on Twitter tagging you a lot. My team ID is 343807923. Current rank 7,000. Thoughts, please. Okay, cool. Let me try and get this up. Bear with me a moment. There is a way to do this. I just need to find out how. So have you made... Let me get it up. I'm pretty sure if I go to my FPL team and put your code in, I should be able to get it up. But bear with me. Cool. So I got my code in, and yours is 380 and then 7923. 7923. Cool. I got your team up. I'll try and get it on screen actually. Fingers crossed I can do that. Cool. Let me share my screen. I'll get up your team, Lewis. God, this is a bit. I'm feeling old, you know, like doing techie stuff like this just makes me feel a bit old. But sweet. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. Cool. So this is your team. Let me zoom out. Cool. Cool. So you got Edison in goal, which I think is good to play for this game week. So nice there. No stress there. Carl Walker, again, all right to play for this game week. You got Virgil, is going to be blanking. You've got Gabriel, good game this game week. On the bench defensively, you've got Maguire, again, I think is very good to play this game week. Fulham at home for him. What was this? He came off at half time against Luton. I'm not too sure why that is, but I probably would just end up playing him. Or you could take out Virgil for someone, but yeah, probably just end up playing Martinelli. Bit unlucky there, to be honest. Arsenal scoring so many goals recently and him not really getting on the score sheet. I've heard he's been putting in some stinky performances as well, so that's not ideal. What you want from, I guess, a player that is from a team that is scoring loads of goals. But yeah, I'd probably end up just keeping him this game week and go from there. Saka, very good. Gross has a good fixture. I'd probably play him. Gordon, Arsenal away, and then Jota, and then Solanke, Haaland, and Watkins. So for me, I'd start with Edison, Gabriel, Walker, Maguire. I don't even think you need to do a transfer. Midfield, I'd go Martinelli, Saka, Gross, and Solanke, and then up front, Gordon, and then Watkins, Solanke, Haaland up front. I don't even think you need to make a transfer if you don't want to. If you did want to, then I'd probably go Virgil to an Aston Villa defender, maybe a Pau Torres, and play them instead of Maguire. But I don't think you need to at all. I think you're looking very, very good, this team. So yeah, for me, that's what I'd go for. So You're doing well at the minute, so keep smashing it, mate. So that was Lewis's team. Everyone that's just locked in. I'll just get out of the comment now. Cool. So yeah, so Lewis was just asking what I reckon over the team, and the current rank of about 7.7k. So locked in from USA, 4:49 p.m. Nice, mate. Are you waking up early or are you going to bed late? You're a super chill guy. Thanks. No worries, mate. Good luck for the game week. Abdullah, who to captain? So I've gone for Haaland. I think Watkins is a good captain this game week. I think Forest at home is going to be good for Aston Villa. So yeah, I'd probably say Haaland or Watkins. So Lewis saying Jota for Tavernier and benching Tavernier. Yeah, that's a nice move. Good fixture next game week. Got a double in 28. Yeah, good move. And it gives you another player, I guess, for the bench this game week too. Christian in the building. Hi there, Roo. Hello, mate. How was your archery? Yeah, cool. So you're waking up early. Nice. Is anyone else waking up early or staying up late? Obviously, I'm in Oz and it's getting to 11 p.m. now, which is, yeah, pretty late, I'd say, considering I wake up quite early for work, about 5-ish. So it's pretty late. Obviously, it's the weekend now, so I'm not working, but normally I wake up about 5-ish, so it's pretty late for me. Lewis is saying, are you on wildcard game week 26? No, I'm not on wildcard. I had 2 free transfers, and I did Jota to David Luiz and then Trent to Gabriel. So yeah, I'm not on the wildcard. I didn't really go heavy on Liverpool assets, to be honest. I had Trent and Jota, and obviously Trent was injured, and then Jota came off at half time. So ended up only going, well, I had no Liverpool assets for the second game, which could have ended worse than it did, but I actually kind of got away with it. And ended up having 2 free transfers this game week, and I've gone for Luiz and Gabriel. Christian just come back from archery saying it was humbling, 16 arrows until I hit the target. First time trying 60 yards. Wow. Yeah, but at least you're trying something a bit, I guess, a bit more difficult. So you can't really, yeah. But yeah, like you said, it is humbling. It's good to have them humbling experiences sometimes, just to I guess let you know, like, okay, cool, I need to step it up next time, or I need to this is serious now, sort of thing. Like, this is big. So yeah, I think that's a good thing to have them humbling experiences. And to be honest, you're not going to be getting them humbling experiences if you're not trying something that's a bit harder than you, I guess, normally would try. Lewis is saying, if not Haaland, Saka, or Solanke, who to captain? Is that what you're saying? Who to captain, if not Haaland, Saka, or Solanke? Then Watkins. Christian, Neto captain for me. No idea who else to go for. No, it's a good fixture. I think Sheffield United are, I'm not going to say better, because I don't think they're better no matter where they play, but I don't think they're as bad away from home. Having said, and they beat Wolves in the fixture previously, and they just beat Luton away from home as well. So I'm not too sure it's going to be as clear as people think, that Wolves game. Considering, yeah, Sheffield United just beat Luton away from home. They beat Wolves in the last game, the reverse fixture. So, but at the same time, it's Sheffield United at home for a decent Wolves side. So, yeah, I don't hate it. Nintendo Saint 34 saying, rate my team: Areola, Walker, Saliba, Emerson, which I'm guessing is Emerson Royale from from Spurs. Saka, Foden, Hwang, Bruno Fernandes, I'm guessing. Muniz, Haaland, Watkins. Bench, Dubravka, Estupinan, Burn, Palmer. To be honest, that is a very nice team because I think it's very different from everyone else's. You've got players like, I guess, Emerson Royale, who not a lot of people have. I'm not too sure if that is Emerson Royale. Also, Emerson West Ham, you're saying. So, okay, Emerson West Ham, even better, plays in 29, good fixtures coming up. So, yeah, like that, where a lot of people are not going to have that. Hwang, very good. Is that Bruno Fernandes, I'm guessing? So I don't love Bruno Fernandes, if that is Bruno Fernandes, I'm guessing. But yeah, I don't hate it because Man United do have good fixtures. I'm just a bit worried about Højlund being out. I think he kind of pieces together Manchester United's front three. So for that reason, I'm just not as confident as I was, I guess, before Højlund being injured in Man United's front three. I know Bruno's not part of that and he's on pens, etc., but I think it could affect their creativity. I like Muniz as well, good cheap option. Has a fixture in 29 as well, which is not really talked about. So Man United away though, it's going to be tough for them. I think Man United defensively have been okay recently, but I wouldn't bench him, to be honest, with that team. And then yeah, very, very good. I'd probably try and get in Solanke for game week 28 or game week 27, but it's going to be hard for you to do that because I wouldn't take out Watkins. Probably Muniz if you can go there. Maybe take out Bruno to get the funds if you need the funds. I think it's a really good team. Probably go 7, 8 out of 10. And I probably would try and get Solanke in next week if you can. So Lewis is saying captain Saka or Solanke. Sorry. I'd captain Saka. I think it's a better fixture. He's on pens as well, just like Solanke. And I think Arsenal have been scoring loads and Newcastle have been conceding loads. So, yeah, select Saka for me. Best time to bench boost. So it all depends on your team. But for me, I'm probably going to bench boost in game week 34, where there's the most doublers playing. So I'm going to have a bench boost of all doublers. So I'm going to have 15 players doubling, which will be 30 fixtures, which surely I can get a good score in that one. So yeah, that's probably when I'll be playing my bench boost. Let me know when you're thinking of playing it, but it does depend on your team, to be honest. Like if you're not going to be set up well for them sort of for them game weeks, then it might not be worth waiting until then. But until then, yeah, I actually think that is the best time to bench boost. Christian, so Sheffield United have definitely improved, but I feel like there are goals in that game. Yeah, fair enough. I think Sheffield United are still bad though. Like I was trying to word it in a way where I know they're shocking, which I think you're like agreeing with me, but I know they're shocking, but I don't know if they're as shocking. But that means I don't think Wolves are going to score 6. They could still score 2 or 3. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I can see goals in that game. I'm just not sure if there are any Sheffield United goals. Maybe just Wolves. Lewis with a question. So why no Wolves players in your team? Just I don't know. It just hasn't really come to me really. I know they've got a good fixture against Sheffield United, but I don't know. They haven't really popped up to me. I know a lot of people are going for Wolves players, which I do get it. Like they got Sheffield United at home, and then they've got Newcastle away, who, yes, have been conceding goals, so that's fair enough. Then they've got Fulham at home again. But for me, in them game weeks, I have better players playing with better fixtures. So for me, I just didn't feel like it was needed to bring in a Wolves midfielder. Don't get me wrong, I'd probably rather have someone like Neto or Hwang over the next few game weeks, but Louise has got an extra fixture, so I'm hoping he can outscore them with an extra fixture. Christian saying, team this week for me, So Leno, Regulon, Trippier, Castagna. Yeah, that's a good double. Is that double Fulham defense? Rate that. Trippier. Yeah, okay, cool. Branthwaite, Foden, Neto, Chan, Chan, and then Haaland, Tony, Ferguson. Yeah, nice. I always love looking at your teams because they're just so different. I love them. And you know what? If Fulham keep a clean sheet, that is big. That is big for you. If Fulham keep a clean sheet, Trippier, Arsenal away is going to be tough. Branthwaite, Brighton away could be tough as well. But really, Ferguson I think there's going to be a nice differential for you. And even Tony, I think even with his scoring form, a lot of people haven't really gone for him. So I think Tony could be big for you as well. Nintendo Saint 34. So Muniz is so good, scored in his last 3. I know I've had him in my transfer tips videos for a few weeks. If anyone's watching that hasn't seen them, definitely check them out when they come out. I've got one actually coming out because I like to film them before all the games are played because I feel like watching players score these goals, it just makes you knee jerk into picking these players when really were you going to pick them before they just scored a random goal. Like I know that kind of doesn't really make any sense because obviously you're going to bring them in because they score goals. But what I'm trying to say is if you thought they were a good option before, then should one game week kind of change that for you or one game change it for you? So I like to film them a bit before and look at the fixtures, look at the form leading up to that and not be reactionary. So yeah, for me, that's what my transfer tips video to do. And I had Muniz in there quite a lot. Also, I've got actually the transfer tips video for Game Week 27 coming out in about 30 minutes. So check that out. That's going to be premiering. I'll try and jump in the comments, answer any questions and that because I just want to, I guess, get my thoughts out before anything else kind of changes people's opinions. Because there's been so many times where I've just been, okay, cool, in Game Week 26, I'll do this. Or I set up my team, the deadline passes, I set up my team for the next game week. Yep, I'm going to bring in this player, this player, this player. And then something happens like, I don't know, for example, I don't know, say I'm going to be taking out Phil Foden next week because he's got Man United at home, then he's got Liverpool away, and I want to get in Son. I know that's what I want to do next game week. Foden scores a hat trick. Okay, that's going to be tough. Let's say Foden scores a goal. I still probably want to take up Foden, but am I going to let that affect my thinking when I know that's the move I'm going to want to make? Yeah, so that's why I try to do my transfer tips videos before, but I do other videos after a few games have been played as well. So it does give a bit of a varied feeling. So definitely go check them out. Lewis is saying, not sure I want to bench boost when FPL Fran uses it. When is that? Is that in Game Week 37? FPL Fran is doing that? I'm not too familiar with FPL Fran or what FPL Fran uses it, does with the bench boost. But yeah, let me know. Lewis is saying, for the people with Trent in the Premier League, is he a sell? Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. I've sold Trent. Yeah, why does it make a difference in the mini league? I remember I'm in a league. I'm selling Trent. I don't think he's going to be back for a couple weeks. He's kind of just come back. He had a bit of an injury as well a few weeks ago. He came back. So for me, Trent's gone. Yeah. Cool. Please make sure you do keep on liking the video. We're on 9 likes. Can we get to 10 likes? If you haven't liked and you're watching this, please make sure you do that. And yeah, hopefully we can reach that 10 likes and maybe even a bit more. Keep leaving your questions as well. I'm going to keep going to the deadline. I'm just going to have a quick look to see if there is any team news out. So talk amongst yourselves. Cool. So it doesn't look like there's anything yet. God, it's so hot here. I'm sweating. Keep leaving your questions. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything yet. Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything yet, to be honest. I'm just having a look to see if we can get any Man City news, because I know that is news that does come. No, nothing I can see yet, but I'll keep looking. Cool. Okay, so we've got news come in. So I've been told that, well, I've seen that Phil Foden starts. So Phil Foden starts, I've heard from a reliable source. So that's good news for those that are playing Foden. That's from FPL Tony. I'll put it in the banner now. So Phil Foden starts. Cool. See if we got any more. Yeah, so that's Phil Foden from FPL Tony. Phil Foden starts. Normally pretty good at leaks. I'm just having a look if we got any more. Okay, I've heard also Ake starts from FPL Tony. So Phil Foden and Ake start. So Phil Foden and Nathan Ake start. Let's see if we can get anything else. I knew we'd be able to get Man City news because there's always a bit of Man City news. So I've heard, yeah, from pretty good source, I'd say. Someone that's got it right before. Don't hold me to that. I don't think you would anyway, because it's not really a game week where we can probably afford to be worried about people starting. We kind of just got to play what we got. But yeah, Phil Foden and Nathan Ake start. So big news that was. So people that got Foden, don't worry, he should be starting. Christian saying, we've got a comment here. What was the logic of Solanke? Saw so many people I followed buying him. No problem with it, but just couldn't understand why. So Solanke has a double in game week 28, and it's probably the best double any player's ever got. So it's Luton at home and Sheffield United at home. Then before that, they have Burnley. So they've got the three newly promoted sides. They're playing 3 games and 3 newly promoted sides in 2 game weeks because it is a double in 28. So that's why a lot of people are bringing in Solanke. Lewis saying, hopefully for a Martinelli hat-trick and Walker clean sheet and assist. Yeah, fair enough. I don't own any City defence, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Or Martinelli, but yeah, good luck. Hopefully it does happen for you. I'm just having a look if there's any more news. Yeah, really happy that it is. Well, I guess nothing can ever be confirmed, but from sources that are pretty reliable, that Phil Foden and Nathan Ake start for Manchester City against Bournemouth today. Cool. Keep making sure you hit that like button. Trying to get to many likes as possible. Okay, looks like we might be able to get the Manchester United team. I haven't got it yet, or it hasn't come up yet, but should be able to. I'm being told that someone should be able to get the Man United team. So stay tuned for that. Again, I don't know if it makes a difference to anyone, but that's what I've been told. We should be able to get the Man United team. Also, if you've missed it, Phil Foden and Nathan Ake should start. This is from FPL Tony, a person that normally gets it spot on. So I've got nothing really to doubt from FPL Tony that they both do start, Ake and Phil Foden. Okay, Ruben Diaz starts for Manchester City as well. Again, I don't know if this is useful for anyone, but Ruben Diaz does start for Manchester City as well. God, I think I'm just hoping for this Man United team. So we've got a comment here from X, from Ali. Estupinan, yeah, Estupinan's in my team. Everton at home for Estupinan. Okay, also got some news from the Burnley Way Twitter. So Charlie Taylor is back in the starting lineup. If people do own Charlie Taylor. Come on, someone give the Man United news. I'm interested to see how they line up their front three, to be honest. Cool. So that's according to Twitter, good reliable sources, I'm told. Foden, Ake, Diaz, and Taylor start. Okay, let's see if there's anything more. Okay, no more news for now. But I'm thinking we should get the Man United news. There's this source that has been pretty reliable. Again, not my source, but on Twitter, this person's pretty reliable. I'm just trying to see. Cool. So I'm also being told or seeing that you shouldn't be worried about the Man United players you own. So I'm guessing that the obvious options should be starting. But again, who knows for definite. Okay, one more check, and then I'll come back to a few questions. Okay, nothing else has come up yet, but cool. We'll come back to a few questions. If you have just locked in, smash a like. Cool. So we've got Lewis here. Hit the like button and subscribe if you can read this. Do what Lewis is saying, everyone. Please smash a like. It does help me out a lot. And yeah, subscribe to the channel as well. Leave your comments in. All of that, I'll answer them before the deadline. Lewis, I got all my starting 11 for today. All my games are on for tomorrow. Really? Wow. Okay. Nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Nice. So you're relying on a big score today. There are a lot of games today, though. To be honest, I did see there are a lot of games. I'm guessing the Spurs Chelsea game might have been on a Sunday, maybe Super Sunday, etc., etc. So yeah, that's interesting to see. Lewis, I'm pretty sure I'll go 7K rank to 3K by end of today. Wow, mate. Hopefully, good luck. Good luck. Let me know. Send me a DM or tweet me. Let me know. Or put a comment in one of my videos and let me know. Yeah, it'll be good to see. Also, when this stream is done, I will be premiering a new video for Game Week 27. I know it's a bit soon, but I do like to do my transfer tips videos before any games are played because it just lets me have a clear head and not be, I guess, knee jerky with players that I'm picking. So yeah, that's going to be premiering. So I want everyone to jump off this and go onto there when that does go live. I'll put a link in the comment section as well, just to make sure everyone has that to be able to go over. Christian saying, good luck, Lewis. Your team looks good on paper. No idea if Maguire starts, but I hope he does for you. Haven't seen United in ages. Yeah, I thought Maguire was starting and playing well, to be honest, but he came off at half time against Luton, so I'm not really too sure what that was about. Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. I accidentally went Neto instead of Neto. Not the end of the world, right? What? Seth, I'm not too sure what you mean. Okay, cool. Sorry, you put another comment in. I accidentally went Neto instead of Hwang. Not the end of the world, right? No, I think they're both as good as each other. I think Hwang might be on penalties, whereas Neto's not. But I think Neto is more of an assist threat. Hwang's probably more of a goal threat, but I think Neto gets more assists than Hwang does goals. So I think they're about 50-50, but I probably do prefer Hwang. But Neto's a baller, to be honest. So. Lewis, why is Garnacho pick changed on your screen? What did it change to? What did it change to? That's interesting. I didn't notice that. Also, if Maguire don't start, I got Braithwaite and okay in for the bench. Yeah, sweet. No worries, Lewis. I think that's good enough. Cool. I'm just going to quickly check any more team news. Please, please, please make sure you like the video. Got 11 likes at the moment. I think we can definitely get up to 15. So if you are watching, just hit that like button. It's so easy. It's free. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, means I can keep doing more content and better content. Cool. I'm just looking at the leaks now. See if there's any more that come up. I've got 7 minutes until the deadline. Hello to everyone on Instagram as well. Leave your questions on Instagram if you are watching on Instagram, and I'll answer them live as well. Cool. I think we might have something. I'm just going to refresh the page, make sure it's right. Okay, Erling Haaland starts. So Erling Haaland starts according to FPL Tony. Again, not groundbreaking news, but it's good to, I guess, have a bit of confirmation that he does start. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, nothing else has come up yet. I'm just hoping for a Man United leak that should come up. But again, I don't know if it makes a difference to anyone, to be honest. I'm not sure we all own their players, or own many of their players anyway. Yeah, so Haaland, Foden, Ake, Charlie Taylor should all start according to sources on Twitter. Again, I can't guarantee that. So if they don't come back to me. Come back to the people on Twitter. But the sources haven't been wrong before, so I guess it's as good as a team news that as you can probably get. Cool. All right. I think there might be. Okay, so Kevin De Bruyne, I've been told, doesn't start for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne doesn't start. I guess we probably all knew that already, but I guess it's nice to have a bit of half confirmation. I'll put that in the ticker. So Kevin De Bruyne doesn't start. Okay. So if you can see this link in the comment section, this will be my premiere of my Game Week 27 transfer tips video. I'll try and pin it in the chat. How long we got left? 4 minutes to the deadline now. 4 minutes. So if you're going to be making them transfers, confirm them transfers right before the deadline. Okay, try and leave this. See what else we can get. So we've got Foden, Haaland, Ake, Charlie Taylor, all start according to sources on FPL Twitter. Cool. I've pinned that video now. So when this is done, go over. That's gonna be a premiere video. So basically, it's gonna be a video pre-recorded, but it's gonna be shown as live. And yeah, basically, I'll be in the comments. So yeah, KDB's probably going to be benched, so he doesn't start against Bournemouth. Okay, cool. Oh yeah. No, you know what? I just done these graphics like 10 minutes before the stream. Shocking. I can't believe, I can't believe none of you have noticed earlier. Yeah, good spot, good spot. Ganacho pick is of Hoyland, Gabriel's pick of Doughty. Yeah, that's right, that's right. Yeah, good spot. I can't believe it's taken an hour and 30 for someone to realise. I'm gonna pretend that I did that on purpose just to catch people out. But it wasn't. It wasn't on purpose. Um, yeah, good spot, good spot. Jokers. So Lewis saying to Christian, thanks, mate. Best of luck to you and everyone on the stream. For everyone else, missed the stream. Hope you enjoy it on a red arrow. Yeah, nice one, mate. Good luck for the game week. 1 minute to the deadline. Let me just check if there's any more team news. Please make sure you do like the stream before you leave. Also, go to the transfer tips video that I'm going to be premiering. Shout out to FPL Matt Day on Instagram as well, locked in. To see if there's any more team news. $11.29 now, so we're cutting it a bit fine. Erling Haaland starts, which we know. Foden, Haaland, Ake Diaz start, KDB benched. Yep, so Foden. Okay, so nothing else yet. I was hoping for something from Man United, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. Like I said, if you are still locked into the stream, I'm going to be premiering my Game Week 27 transfer tips video. After this, I'll be in the comments of that one as well, just jumping in. So definitely go check that out. Okay, that's it. Deadline hit. Nice one, everyone. Still a few of you left in here. So Lewis saying, Rue, you damn legend. Cheers, mate. Cheers for locking in. Thanks everyone for locking in. Hopefully you've all got that team news and it helped you out in any way. Like I said, go over to the channel right now. There's going to be a premiere of my transfer tips video for Game Week 27. I'll put a link again in this chat. So this is the link. I've pinned it to the chat as well, so you should be able to see it in the pin section. Go over, have a look. Yeah, it's going premiering in about 3-4 minutes. I will be in the comment section live. So everyone go over there and hit a like on that video as well. It will really help me out. Locked in. Nice one, Lewis. Locked in. I hope everyone's locked in. I'll show you my team now with the right photos. Share screen. Cool. This is my team. You don't really need to see, I guess, the bench. Just pop it up now. With the right pictures on it. Shout out to those that recognized the wrong pictures. Cool. This is the team. Locked in. Raya at home to Newcastle. Gabriel at home to Newcastle. Estupinan at home to Fulham. Moreno at home to Nottingham Forest. Douglas Luiz at home to Nottingham Forest. Garnacho at home to Fulham. Foden away to Bournemouth, Saka at home to Newcastle, Solanke at home to Man City, Haaland captain away to Bournemouth, Watkins home to Nottingham Forest. And then on the bench, I've got Areola at home to Brentford. Hopefully won't need him. And Senesi at home to Man City. Hopefully won't need him. So that's the team locked in with the correct players and the correct photos. So yeah, big up all of you that are locked in. So like I said, the video is going to start now on my channel, my Game Week 27 transfer tips video. Like I said, I like to get it in early because I don't want any random things happening, changing my plans that I've planned in the long run. And I think a player is going to be a good player for a game week no matter what. Lewis, last comment, I'll get it up. So I'm here, last one here. Foden fire. Yeah, big up Foden. Big up everyone that's locked into this. I appreciate all of you, everyone on Twitch, on Instagram, on Twitter. Appreciate you all. Again, please like, comment, share, and head over to my channel where I will be premiering a Game Week 27 transfer tips video. It's in my pinned comments on this video. So definitely go check that out. And yeah, good luck for the game week. And I'll see you on the video now, the Game Week 27 transfer tips video that is premiering on my channel. Good luck for the game week, everyone.
Yo, listen up, Rue is stepping up the game, where fantasy Premier League runs in his veins. From transfers to captains, he's always on top, guiding you through every game week non-stop. They say Rue got that Salah flow. Welcome to the channel, enjoy the show. Wild cards, free hits with so much vibe. If you're hunting for success, then make sure you subscribe.